So this here is Tommy the escape rabbit. And while he was on his adventures for 2.5 months, he's gotten ear mites. So today I am going to clean them out a little bit with mineral oil. So I am going to wrap Tommy up in a towel, if he lets me get him out of here. And I'm actually wearing my coat, even though I really don't need it, so that I can protect my arms. Come here, Tommy boy. Come here. I know. He's still very, very nervous. And ear mites are very contagious, so we're going to keep him away from our other rabbits until this clears up. Oh, I know that ear hurts, doesn't it? His ear is really hard. So the ear mites actually cause a whole big crusty growth on the ear. And I'm going to get some of it out that comes out, and then I'm going to put mineral oil on to start drowning out the mites. I'm also going to use the second towel because I'm afraid that he's going to try to dart forward. So this here is actually mineral oil that I can't get open. There we go. I probably should have got something small to pour some in. Let's see how this works. So the idea here is to cover everything with the oil so it kind of drowns out the mites and their stars of air. Mite's life cycle is almost a month, so we'll be doing this treatment about every other day for a while. Tommy had mites before he got out, so he kind of knows this routine. I'm trying not to pick all the way down to the skin because I do not want to cause them to bleed too much. So I'm just kind of lightly scraping off what will come off. And you can notice here, some of it's already really red. That stuff's just peeling right off without any effort, but the skin under it is really raw. Now I'm sorry, Tommy, both of his ears have mites, but this is the worst one of the two. So I started with the bad one. I know. I'm also rubbing the base of his ear to try to get some of that mineral oil down into his ear. What you can't see is the whole base of his ear here is very, very hard from all of that crustiness that's in there. You know this is helping. Oh, I feel sorry for him. That's how bad he has him. He didn't scream like that last time we did this. But we do have to get that mineral oil up in there. So last time Tommy had ear mites, we were able to treat it with just the mineral oil for a few days and getting it cleared up. I have been doing some research, and we may end up getting some ivermectin. Did I say it right? Whatever. Some antibiotics to help clear it up. We're going to see how he reacts to the first couple days of cleaning it out. Right now he's pretty calm, so he knows that I'm helping him, even though that little bit hurt. So as you can see, some of the stuff comes off and he has very healthy skin under there, but I'm trying to avoid what's happening here where he's bleeding. So just very gently peeling some of it off and seeing how far I can go. Okay. This big chunk here might just have to stay for a day or two until the mineral oil softens it up, because It really is hurting him when I play with it. If I can get it to crack, I can get some of the layers off. Where it bugs him the most is when I try to get more toward the ear canal. But hopefully with a couple days of putting mineral oil in there, it'll soften up and I'll be able to clean it out. Okay, I'll stop. Let's clean your head. I'll stop. And ear mites will actually come outside of the ear canal, so he has them at the base of his ear, and his fur is actually just falling right off because of the ear mites getting down there on his skin. So I'm going to make sure this mineral oil gets around the base of his ear also. So we can squash out those and hopefully stop them from spreading. You can actually see the back of his ear has ear mites also. So as I'm petting him, he's going to have a area without hair for a while because they've gotten really bad into that skin. This is what happens when your rabbit takes a 3-month vacation in the pasture.
He had ear mites when we got him.
Yeah. He did have ear mites when we got him, and then they were pretty much under control by the time he decided to take his little adventure. What I'm doing right now is just massaging that mineral oil into the hair to make sure that it's getting down to the skin behind his ear, because I can feel that there's crustiness starting to build on that skin. I know, baby. That big chunk's coming out. Mineral oil just got it right out. So there's Tommy. Hey, boy, it's okay. Are you a little stressed by you beating up on you and picking on you? So today is day 3 of Tommy after he got captured. It's open. That's the bad ear. Let's see if he turns around after I feed him. Maybe I'll show you his good ear. Tommy came out to eat. Now I can show you his other ear. As you can see, there's still a lot of crud going on in there, but it's a lot better than what it was. Tomorrow we'll clean it out again. Hi, Tommy boy. Look what I got you. Hi. So as you guys can see, Tommy's ears look a lot better. We're going to clean him again today. Today's day 5. I've left him alone for a couple days, which has also made him a little more friendly. You coming up to me to get food. You want pets. Here, I'm going to stick that in there. As you can see with the mites getting better now, he can pick up his ears and they're not all flopped to one side. So we're here again with Tommy, and this is about a week and a couple days after we caught him. I'm going to show you his ears. They're a lot better, but they still need to be cleaned out some more. I'm going to wrap him up in a towel again. Oops. Like we did before. After I pet on him a little bit, he needs to gain some weight. Fluffy baby. I know your ears feel better, don't they? He still has a lot of mites behind his head and mats. We're going to deal with that too today. So see, his ear is looking a lot better. It's a little bit on the inside. That's making him jump. But I'll try to give you guys a close-up look of his ear. So much better than what it was. So he still has some, I don't know if you can see it, some mites in between his ear. So I'm going to try to put some more mineral oil on that. So now what I'm doing is putting some mineral oil between his ears because he did get mites outside of his ears. And I'm just trying to make sure that those are drowned out too. Like there is one big spot right here that you can't see from the camera angle, but it's kind of crusty still. And looks like it might still be infested. So I'm going to drown that out with mineral oil. And it might just be remnants from when he had it, when the mites were active, but I think that's as far back as it looks like the mites went. I'm going to wipe some of this down to not leave them so oily. But that right there is how we treat your mites. Stop. I promise I stop. It's okay. It's okay. I stop, I promise. You like that, Tommy boy? You like being pat? You go home. You go in your home. You can go. You can go if you want. So that is how we've treated Tommy's ear mites. I mean, you can tell from here that his ears are so much better. We're going to keep monitoring it for a while. Definitely going to be putting some more mineral oil on it, but you can tell there's skin, it looks pretty good, and he's not really bothered by it. Right now he's kind of flopping that one ear over, but I think that's because he's upset at me. So we'll give you an update in a couple weeks on how Tommy's doing. I am probably going to keep him separate from our other rabbits for at least another couple weeks. Might try to bring the girls to him to breed.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Material. That's good.